Hello, everyone. Michael Kevin here. It's good to be with you today. It's an amazing session today. Also, I bring you something so wonderful, and I really want you to join me to the end of today's event. Today, we're going to be sharing on something real important, very important that is life transforming. And I know you wouldn't want to miss out on today's event. So let's get started. I'll be having an amazing guest today who will be sharing with us something very important. And I want you, once you jump into this live stream, do all to share. Share. Yeah, there's love in sharing. And the more you share the love, the more you share this message to someone out there because I know someone needs this in order to move their life forward. So today we are going to be discussing on a very vital topic, and it says how to achieve more goals in less time. It's one thing to achieve goals, it's another thing to achieve it in less time. How are you going to do this? So I have this amazing guest who is going to be discussing with me on this vital topic, and you can't wait to listen to her. You can't wait to have us talk about this today's event. So let's get started. Do well to share. Drop on the comment section where you're watching me from, where you're watching us from, and let's make welcome Favour Chinonso. She's a wonderful personality, a personal development expert. She's so amazing. So let's welcome her right here.
So, okay, thanks.
Hello. It's good to have
Hello,
you here.
thank you so much for this privilege. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so
Welcome
much
to
for
the
a privilege like this. I am really grateful. Thank you.
I'm
Yeah,
grateful to it's good to have you here. It's good to have you. So please, quickly,
yeah, exactly. And I'm also
I want you
grateful too.
I want you to introduce yourself quickly, okay? Oh, the network at your end is really fluctuating. Oh, I hope this gets fixed
It's
immediately.
fine. Okay, I'm Favour chinonso, and
Whoa.
okay, sorry, network. Network is really
Don't mind the network. I believe
okay.
it's going to
As I
get
was saying, okay, I'm Faith Chinonso, and I'm a writer's coach. I'm a public speaker. I'm an author for books, and I have coached over 400 persons on creative writing and personality expansion. I'm the founder of Young Minds Aras Africa, actually. So it's really a privilege to be here today to speak on a very important topic that I know we all need as we journey along life. Exactly.
okay. And so, real quick, I want you to let us know what we'll be discussing on today. Like, it's good to have you. Amazing. You are an amazing
Hello, can you
personality.
hear me?
I can hear you. Your voice is very audible and clear.
Can you hear me?
Yes. So I want you to quickly let us the topic we are discussing today.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. Okay, yes. And today's live stream, we're talking about how to achieve more goals in less time, how to achieve more goals
Okay.
in less time. So it's really something that we need to put more attention into, because there are so many persons that have just been there and they're wishing and hoping, because you cannot really carry wish and hope to journey alongside life. It won't really work. You don't wish and hope if you want to achieve something. Okay, so as we are driven by so many things around us, by purpose, by future, we need to achieve goals. It's not really easy to achieve goals in less time, like achieve more goals in less time. It's really very difficult thing to do. I tell you, it's the most difficult thing on earth. No matter what you want to achieve, what you really desire to achieve is the most difficult thing to do. Now,
Okay.
as
That's
like you may ask, what are goals? Now, goals are things you set. Set exactly. A plan to set that, okay, this is what I want to do. This, and it also has time frame. Goals also have time frame. It depends on your own goal, but the goal I know about have time frame. Because there are so many persons that set goals without keeping time frame. You see so many goals that should be achieved in the space of 3 months, and now in 1 year, 2 years time, it's still not achieved. Now the quick question is, how can we achieve more goals or even few goals sef in less time? Because if you can achieve the few ones you have, then you cannot really achieve more goals in less time. Okay, so
yeah.
the first thing that you need to do is you need to, because I'll tell you two things. It's very easy to say that I can do it. It's very difficult to believe you can do it. Exactly. It's easy to say that I can do it, because anybody can say I can do it. Everybody can say I can do it. But it's really hard to believe that truly I can do it. Now, the first thing that you need to do in achieving more goals in less time is to believe that you can achieve them, is the first thing. Because if you
That
keep
is the
on saying,
place of faith.
I want to achieve this goal, I can achieve it with God, I can achieve it, but then you don't really believe that truly with God you can achieve it. It's never going to happen like
What you're
that.
saying
So the
is
first
just
thing that
like
you need to
saying,
know is you need to believe that yes, I can achieve whatever I want to achieve, no matter what happens.
yeah, yeah, yeah. From your explanation, it's faith is very paramount when we talk
Yeah,
about
yeah,
goals,
exactly.
even of
Yes.
success.
So
And
it's just very difficult because we just so many things.
okay, the network is really fluctuating, and I'm just trying to get everything you're saying. So, but from what you said, putting more highlight on that, I would say the place of believing in oneself and also in the goals one has set is a very, very vital area that everyone has to look at, because it takes, first of all, conviction. You have to convince yourself, yes, I can do this. It's that conviction that's what will really push you, to do life much more effectively. Without the full conviction, there is no way the goals will be achieved effectively. You realize that as you're doing life,
Yeah,
at some point you feel distracted and everything can go away because you are not fully convinced in what you are pursuing. When you have the full conviction, it makes it easier. So, at this junction, I want you to quickly explain what I want you to quickly throw light on what you understand by, or the topic we are discussing today, how to achieve more goals in less time. What do you understand by goals, and how do you think this is possible to achieve more goals in less time? Just like an explanation of this to help our audience better understand what we're talking about.
okay, yeah. Yes. Now, goals are set down plans that you wish to to accomplish in a short period of time or a longer period of time. Now, it's not really easy to say you can achieve more goals in less time until you believe it's easy that you can achieve it. There's so many persons that get this thing wrong. It's not really because if you go there and ask most persons that have achieved so many goals in less time, you will see how they'll tell you so many experiences that they on the way. So you can achieve more goals in less time if you truly believe that yes, you can achieve it. And the first thing another thing that you also need to understand and know is that you need to be ready for anything because life is not smooth. Life is not smooth at all. You need to be ready for anything that comes your way. You need to be strong in your mind, most especially. Your mind needs to be strong. Mentally, you need to be healthy and strong. There are times that you might just like now I can be happy. In the next few seconds, my mood is changed. It's the atmosphere. It happens. No, so you need to be strong. You need to be strong in your mind. And how can you be strong? By by reading books that motivate. Because if you don't have enough motivations in you, when your mind is not mentally strong, your spirit cannot really search out what it can use to motivate you inwardly. But you cannot really always depend on some persons to always motivate you, and when you're depressed or come and motivate you. It's not possible. Some person has so many things they're doing. But when you have eaten enough of motivations, enough of things like those positive affirmations. So when you're eating enough of those things, and you're like, so that in case of your mind, but we're humans, we do face so many things in life. We do face financial issues and all the rest of them. So when those issues come, then you have to face it the way it is. Now, your mind, your spirit will search in you those motivations that has been there. You'll not be bringing them up to your mind, bringing them up to your mind that you are sure you can do this. And you tend to recall your mind towards those videos you watched, those books you read that are really powerful. This is how it works. Because if you don't have enough motivations in you, you will not be able to
Wow, that's really amazing. Loads of value in here. Loads of value in here. You've actually shared a whole lot of value that's really, really impressive. And I must commend you for that. Then, from my perspective, I would say, in order to achieve more goals in less time, there's something I so much believe in, and that is the place of, you talked about our belief. I also have my personal belief, and that is believe in something. That's do something you believe in, just like you're saying. Anything one wants to engage in, you have to believe in it. Be it your business, your personal career, your dreams, you need to have full belief and conviction in the area you're doing. Life becomes more easier. Your career becomes more easier if you are actually on the track of something you love doing, something you believe in.
exactly.
Yeah. So it makes sense that, let's say, for example, we talk about footballers. I always cite this as example most times, and you realize most of these footballers are people who are passionate about playing the game called football right from childhood, and they grew up with this. They do it like something they do for fun, and they have now monetized it. They are now stars out there. And the more they keep doing of making money from it, they are doing it happily because they enjoy what they are doing. So, in order to become more productive, it's important we believe in what we do
Yeah,
and
it's true.
have appetite of love for what we do.
What we believe in what we do.
So right on, Ma.
Yes. Okay, yes, all right. Thank you very much. So you need to add, yes, I appreciate what you just say are doing. It's very important because you cannot really achieve more, become more in the place that you are if you don't really value. There are two things in life. One is to do what brings money and what gives you happiness. The other one is to do what brings money and what
That's
doesn't give
true
you
of
happiness.
me.
But there's many persons that work for survival, but you need to work for a living. Yeah. So like you need to work for a living, not for a survival. Many persons make this mistake a lot. If you're a purpose-driven someone, we don't work for survival. We work for a living. If you work for survival, you just work to eat. That I will just survive. I will not die. I will not sleep and die from there and go. No, it's not. That's not how we work for instance. We work for a living. To live, like to live, to imprint our how like to imprint whatever our impact on the sands of the earth. We work for living. So you need to love what you are doing. If what you're doing brings money but doesn't give you happiness is very important, like joy, happiness, then I think though there's a person that will work for the money and in 10, 20 years they are really making the money, but that happiness is not there. You see some students going to the university reading course that their parents chose for them. You see them though
They
they'll
are
be having
often
high flying.
frustrated.
Exactly. Yes, do their scores will be higher, they're having first class, but that happiness is not really in them. The happiness. You see some persons going to university to read another course, so coming out to do another thing. That's what it is. So instead of you to waste so much days and doing something that though to you it brings money and but it doesn't really give you this happiness. You need to come back, and do something that really will give you this joy, the happiness.
Yes,
Exactly.
that's true. Something I realize is that 75 to 80% of people who are doing white collar job, they don't have passion for their job. They don't love their job. That's why a lot of people find it difficult to wake up very early in the morning and
Yes.
work at their business because they don't love what they are doing. They wish they are doing
Okay.
something else. Life has so put them in position that this is the only thing where they can fix themselves in order to achieve just livelihood, just to live a life, get something to sustain for sustainability sake. So they keep doing the same thing they know they don't even appreciate doing. They
Mm.
keep revolving in the same circle from month to month, year to year, receiving the same salary, going through the same process daily. And most times it makes it become too difficult to bear. So
Uh,
I think in light of
see,
what you shared, for one to become more productive and achieve more goal in less time, the place of love
exactly.
and
So it's not.
need to love what you do and also become passionate about it. And this only happens
Yeah, yeah,
to me.
it's true.
This only happens when a person is working on his purpose.
Yeah.
When you're working on something that's, you know, an area that you are gifted in, an area that you are talented in, it makes it far more easier. I always tell people if you fail to work on your purpose and refine your gifts and your skills, you will spend the rest of your life working for someone, helping another man build his own dream.
Yeah,
And
it's true.
life
It's
is
true.
never going to be
Yeah.
that way. Yeah, you find out you are investing your own energy and time in another man's business.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true.
And this is the same energy you are supposed to invest in your own personal business and have people work for you.
It's true. It's true. Yes, it's very true. It's very true. It's true.
Yeah, people become more excited when they actually do what they feel is perfect for them to do. Like they enjoy what they do. And another area I want to point out from our conversation today is the use of focus. A lot of people fail to, achieve more goals in less time due to the fact that they are just broken. They do not have a steady kind of focus. Maybe due to distractions, the things happening around them, or the environment, the noisy world, noisy society, noisy environment. And people easily get distracted and their focus easily gets hampered with. And when this happens, you find out that a particular task you're supposed to carry out within 1 day is taking like 3 days to 1 week to accomplish, simply because the focus is not intact.
It's
Staying
true.
focused helps us to become more productive, I believe.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
so
yes, it's very important.
if you
And
think
now
of
there are
it,
so many questions that might be going through those persons that are watching us right now. But I really think, okay, so I really think that the one question that many persons might or is actually asking right now is, how can I do this? That's a how. The how is the question. How can I achieve, even though one goal is leave more goals? Even though I don't want to go, how can I achieve this one? Because you will always find some persons procrastinating things.
yes,
Procrastination
it's
is a very deadly sickness. It kills faster than Ebola or COVID-19 or whatever sickness you can see. Exactly. Procrastination kills slowly. Very slow. You're like, don't worry, I'll do it tomorrow. I will do it tomorrow. Don't worry. If it's not on Monday, I'll not do it again. Monday will come and go. Monday will come itself and like you just with this you just confidently procrastinating things. Just confidently procrastinating things. Like you might think it because of your busy, you're not chance. No, it's because you're not intentional. You're not deliberate enough to carry out that thing. Like procrastinating till 6 months over, the year is over, 3 years has gone, 10 years is gone. You think but because you've not been intentional about what you want to carry out.
that's
Exactly.
true.
Now the big question is, how can I achieve more goals in less time? The first thing you need to know is I'm going to bring Tracy in his book, Eat That Frog. He said, if you're given two frogs, and if one frog is ugly and the other one is beautiful, you need to eat the ugly one first. Which means that
Oh,
so
that
this means
that sounds crazy.
if you have two tasks, yeah, if you have two tasks to carry out, you have to do the most hardest of all, the one that is making you to procrastinate, making you to I like the one that you think you can't do, the one you think you can do. That's the one you need to first of all do. That's the first thing. Do the ones that are urgent, the ones that are important, the ones that are very very important, that it matters most. That one you need to do. It's very important because I see a lot of procrastinators everywhere, like on social media,
Yeah.
and it's very that you can be holding your phone on social media and 3 hours has gone, 5 hours has gone. You be
Yeah.
like,
And when you talk about procrastination, and it's actually something that eating deep into the society. The one lots of youth keep procrastinating about their
yes,
goals, their dreams,
it is, yeah,
and it makes it difficult for them to launch out. And there's something I always tell people: enough of the many talks. It's time for action. I always tell people this statement: enough of the too many talks. It's time for action. The reason I always make this statement is
Action,
I
yeah.
action is the only thing that produces real results. You want to see real results in your life?
Yeah.
Whatever is not acted upon will never produce results for you.
Yeah.
Let's say you want to sow a seed. You have to take the step, the action of sowing that seed, watering the seed, allowing it germinate and grow and bear fruit for you to eat from the fruit. And it's called for action. If you do not take the step of, sowing the seed, watering it, nurturing it, allowing it to grow, blossom to the point of bearing fruit, you will never reach it. Even though, yeah, it is obvious that you have a seed, but the action you implement is you can't overemphasize that. It's a must do. It's a must do. And this is the area where a lot of people
Yeah.
procrastinate, do not take action toward their goal, toward their dream, toward their business. I made a post on Facebook some days ago, and I asked some questions about the person. What is it that is holding you from starting that business? I also asked the question saying, what is it that is stopping you from registering that company? What is it that is stopping you from taking a good step toward that one thing that will make you feel satisfied? There's a whole lot of factors that contribute to it. Most times, a lot of people have this fear of what people will say. How would people see me that I am doing this? Will people believe in me? So many questions. These questions boil down to procrastination. Most times you see youth, they make up their mind, yeah, I'm going to start out tomorrow, or next tomorrow, I'm going to start out my YouTube channel, for example. And by this time next year, the person is still saying it's not yet the right time. Maybe the right time I'll do this. But the issue of the right time have so eaten up so many people that they wait for the right time until their lifetime is over. A lot of
Yeah.
people are still waiting for the right time till their lifetime is over, and it's a major problem. So people need to learn to
It's a
take
major
action,
problem.
avoid procrastination, because just like you say, procrastination is a very, very poisonous and deadly disease. It kills faster than Ebola, like you said. Okay, so I want to ask a question real quick. So
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
are the three areas, or what are the three strategies you have implemented in your life to achieve numerous goals? I see the books you have written so far. You've authored about, there are 4 books, right? I think so, or more. And the stuff you do on Facebook,
Yeah.
and I'm just blown away. I'm just like, wow, this girl is amazing. This lady is awesome. And what are the principles? Like, you can just pick three of them so that our audience can take it out, just pin it down as a blueprint. What are the three key points that have helped you achieve this goal in less time? Yeah, because the time is the key thing. It's not about a person who achieved the goal of building a
Oh,
house at the age of 25, and the person who achieved the goal of building a house at the age of 75, both of them are not the same. Yeah, the both of them built houses. They are landlords. But the time at which you achieve this thing,
yeah.
because at age 75, what do you have to enjoy more on earth, right? But when you achieve your goals very early, you have much more platform and lifetime to enjoy it. So I want to share on this question. How have you been able to, try and achieve the level of success you've attained over time, doing the numerous things you've done? Am I done?
Okay. All right. Okay, so that's the first thing I would say is that I am human. There are times when I feel like I'm really exhausted. I don't know what to do. I'm human actually. But these three things has kept me like on.
Yeah,
These three things has kept me on. Now the first thing
yeah.
is after I have written my goals, me, I used to write plenty goals. I used to write like 40, 50 goals. Like
Oh
me,
my
I used to write
goodness.
the
Yeah,
main
really.
goals. I used to write the main goals and the sub goals. Like example now, I'll write I want to launch a book. Then I'll not write how to launch the book. Those are the sub goals, the activities, how to launch that book. All right, I'm going to be posting every day for 30 days. I'm going to be posting my WhatsApp status, Facebook status. I'm going to be creating live videos. It will reach like 10. It is a how to that I want to launch a book. Oh. Exactly. So the first thing I do, I just create the goal itself. Then the second thing I do is I create realistic deadlines. I
Wow,
create
that's amazing.
realistic deadlines. Means that those deadlines that I can reach, not really one that I go say I want to launch a book between now and next week. It's not possible. It's not possible. So I have to put it at realistic deadlines like from now to the end of the month. I must. And after I've written it down, I'll keep on saying it in my mind over and over again so that my mind would really get acclimatized to it. I'll keep on saying it that I need to launch this book by the end of this month. I also like after saying it to my mental being, I'll be voicing it out to myself before the mirror. I normally do that thing before the mirror, voicing them out. I need to create. I need to launch this book by before the end of the month. I need to. I need to. Then I'll not create a how I can launch it. Those one are the little activities I can do. It's also a goal to me. Those are goals to me. Then the next thing I do is I set daily routines, a to-do list. I create list. How like I create list of things I do every day. To me, I don't just wake up in the morning and just move as the day leads. I don't do it. I don't really do it. If today I said I'm going to read 2 books today, I'll just go online for 2 hours. I'll do this. I'll launch this. I'll design this flyer. I'll do it. And those are what I would do. I'm telling you, I just create. I just develop a daily routines, and that become a habit to me in my life that has become an habit. Be habit that I can't really do away with it. Every day I just write down this I would achieve that day, this I would do that day. I write it down. And the main thing of all these things is it's not about writing goals or writing deadlines or doing routines. The main thing is are you disciplined enough to carry out those things? I've seen so many
That's
persons that
good.
written so many goals and so many deadlines. They say it must be this month end. Month end came and passed. They say no, it's not past October, October came and passed. They say no, this year before first came and passed. So it's not about you. It's not about you creating 1,000 goals and yet you can't even achieve. I don't know. So it's about you being disciplined. And how can you discipline yourself? You can discipline yourself by doing what you are supposed to do, even though you don't feel like doing it or not. That's how to discipline yourself. What you're supposed to do, even to do it, even though you don't feel like doing it or not, and not to do what you're not supposed to do, even though you feel like doing it. So this is how I discipline myself. If I want to be on Facebook for like 3 4 hours and I'm not supposed to do it, I have to saying I won't even go online at all. Self. I won't go online at all. So I know that yes, I'm like I have strength more than that spirit. I'll say that yes, I have strength more than you. You want to try me, Abby? Yes, so you have to discipline yourself. Discipline is the main thing. And the last thing I do is to avoid distractions in every
Yeah.
way. Every distraction, I avoid distraction. That's the thing I do mostly. I do always. Most of the time, I just go and stay alone. I just come to this office, this place I stay, just stay there and just relax. Just think about things. I avoid distractions in everything I want to do. If phone will cause a distraction, I'll keep you. Like that was last 2 weeks ago. I wasn't too much online. I was selling online. They were asking what happened. I said, you understand. I'm just trying to cut down some habits. Because sometimes,
Okay.
as you go along in life, you need to do constant checkups. You need to do
That's
constant checkups of how far you've gone and what you need to achieve. You don't really come and see how your life is moving. You think your life is moving the right way. It is just the other way around. Yeah, exactly. So these are the three things I do. Three things I do. After writing the goals, the next thing I do, I create realistic deadlines. It must be that no matter what happens, even when I launched my first book, it was so difficult. I say, well, 1 month, as in 3 days to that deadline, I have not even written half of the page. I say, I must kill this procrastination today. Or like, I must
are you
kill it
serious
today.
now?
I had to calm down. I had to write 2 days for the launch. It was so I'm like, am I okay? Or like, what is like 1 month this thing? 1 month something I kept myself and see it. 3 days for that day, I've not even written half of the page. I was like, I was finished. So I had to calm down. Midnight, I used midnight to write it in. And since then, my other 3 books I launched, it has been like that. So I say tomorrow is tomorrow. So if you just start, that's how you grow in it. After creating the deadline, then I set daily routines. I don't just wake up in the morning and walk around and sleep and eat. No, I have to plan my life. I must read this book today. I must watch this video today. I must call this person today. I must go and see my mentor today. Because I'm always focused on my vision that like ahead of me. So everything I do today will add up to that vision. Whether it's to build or it's to
Yeah.
collapse, everything I do today. Exactly.
Yeah. Right on, right on. I'm with you.
Okay, so another one I do is to avoid distraction. Like I said earlier, it's not easy in this noisy world. Everybody wants to be on TikTok, Instagram. It's good, it's nice, but you're like, if you really want to get to that top, you need to cut down some things. You need to cut down some behaviors, some characters, some things you enjoy doing. You need to do what you're supposed to do, even though you don't feel like doing it or not. And you
That's
need
true.
to not do what you're not supposed to do, even though you feel like doing it. So these are just it. These are just it. Exactly.
Wow. That's full of value there. That's loads of value. And
Yeah.
I really want to commend you for that. So it's important to take note
Okay.
of this, like these thoughts you've mentioned. And one of the key area for me, I always believe the key area is, visualizing one's goal. Yeah, it's a very powerful thing to
Okay.
do. When you begin to visualize your goal, and by let's say September 16th, right? By 30th of September, I want to achieve ABCD. Yeah, just like you have a specific goal you want to achieve, you visualize it and you see yourself operating like you're achieving this
Yeah.
already. And everything you do by the day is just like
Exactly. Mm.
parallel to achieving that singular goal. It's same thing with me when I
Yeah.
set my mind to get started with my YouTube channel. At first, I had to start gathering the necessary information needed. I had to go get a coaching program. Like I had to seek for knowledge. Everything I was doing was to focus on getting the necessary tools that will help me start up my YouTube channel. Both the necessary application softwares, tools,
Okay.
and same thing applicable to when I started the MyFab Group. That's the construction business, the construction company rather. Both the registration process and
Okay.
everything, I just made up my mind at a time like this, I want to achieve this goal. and the company was registered. That was 21st of September 2020. That was actually during the pandemic. So when you set a goal, the goal actually helps you to know the kind of direction and the things you are meant to be doing on a daily basis.
Yes.
The,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the places you go to, the people you talk to, everything is channeled to achieving this singular goal. So it's very, very important we visualize our goal. Then I always visualize, okay, I own a construction company and I visualize how that people bring in the contracts from left, right, and you get all this positive visualization. It helps you stay very, very optimistic, highly obsessed with chasing that. So it's very, very important. And another thing I want to point out is that it's important we put the individual or you, our audience, who wants to learn how to achieve more goals in less time. Look for professionals who can guide you through that area, who will also achieve success in that area. It helps, in with a whole lot of lapses. It helps in reducing waste of time. When you do stuff with someone who has already
Yeah.
achieved success in an area before, he tells you this is the right way to do it, and you won't fail, you won't miss out on your target, and you are following the blueprint.
Yeah, yes.
What you're supposed to do in 1 year, you find out you are doing it in 1 month because there is someone who already knows
Mm.
how to make it work and is showing you how to make it work. So the whole strategy you are implementing is the right strategy. You are not doing test and error there. So when you are doing test and error with your goals, it makes it easier for you to achieve it. And it's also important because I realize people have this fear of
Right?
sharing their goals and dreams with people. And I encourage you, you want to achieve more goals, share it with your friends, share it with your family. Those will inspire you to do it, oh, not the ones that will discourage you. Because there are people you share your goal with, and there will be the worst, that will be the worst discouragement of your life, the worst discouragement of your life. What this helps you to do is that when you tell your goals to people, create this awareness in you that people already know I want to do this. And instead of thinking about how they will criticize you for doing it, your mindset will now be thinking about how they will criticize and gossip you for saying what you could not do. So by then,
Mm.
it becomes a driving force that will push you toward wanting to achieve it by all means. Because you've already created this
Yeah.
awareness. You want to do this. And you want to prove them. Yeah, you want to just show, bring the proof. Yeah, yes, this thing I said I want to do, I've done it. So it helps to eliminate this fear of what the negative stuff people have to say. And what will be in your mind will be the positive accolade you're going to bring your way when you achieve yourself in that journey. So share your goal with family, with friends, and most times you even tell them to be your accountability partner to follow you up and ask you, have you written that book? Okay, let's say I'm your friend and you tell me you want to write a new book. And you think, okay, be my accountability partner. I want to write this book before the end of October. And every time we are on, I'm asking, how far have you gone with the book? It creates a mindset in you. Oh, he's aware that I have to do this. And it becomes
Yes.
a drive. It pushes you to want to do the right things you ought to do when you ought to do them. So setting goals to family and friends is actually motivational. And you talked about, setting tag deadline. Yeah, I will tag this,
Yeah.
make a calendar of activity, the kind of things you want to implement in order to get to your destination. You have to tag them, okay, next week, Monday, I'm going to do ABC. These strategies are taking you close to your destination. So gradually, you are moving it bit by bit. And before you know, all these things will sum up to the success story you want to create. And that's actually the beautiful part of achieving success in an area, because you now have a story to tell, a story of how you went about it, how difficult it was for you to do ABC, and how easy it was for you to do this. So you now create your own success story. So, and
Yeah.
the truth is that success story makes it beautiful. So it's important for us to achieve more in less time. We need to have this mindset. Yes, I want to create a success story. That will inspire you to stay real to yourself. You pursue through your goal because you know you want to achieve. I really want to appreciate everyone who is watching us from everywhere you in this live broadcast from. I really want to say thank you for tuning in live. I just got your comments. Oh, when Motion actually made a comment some time ago, he says, "Good evening, Mr. Kelvin, and our guest, Favour." Yeah, thank you for joining us. Thanks for tuning in. I'm sorry I haven't said this for some time. I really appreciate everyone who is watching this live broadcast. And you who will be tuning, who just tuned in after this event, I also say welcome. Thanks for watching this broadcast. We are talking about how to achieve more goals in less time. And I know this is a life transforming event that a lot of persons need in order to move their life forward. So I'm doing this with Favor. She's an amazing personality, and this is actually loads of value in here, and I know it's already blessing lives out there. So another thing I'm thinking about is the aspect of writing down your goals and vision. You have to write down the vision, make it plain, so that each time you pick up your diary and read through, you know this is what I said I want to do.
Yeah.
It serves as a self-reminder. It helps to keep you check. It helps to be keep you in track. When you are doing the wrong stuff, you know you are doing stuff outside the blueprint you have written down, outside the vision board you created. So you need to create a vision board. So this helps you to move your life forward and achieve more success in every area you make up your mind to thrive in. So write down the goal, write down the vision. A vision that has been written down is not yet a vision because there is no vision board. Every vision must have a vision board, and that only happens when it is being implemented. So it's important you write down the vision. It helps you to deal with waste of time, doing things that are you're not meant to be doing at the time. You know what this helps them to do? It helps in the area of seeing good opportunities and also having the ability to say no to good opportunities. Some people just have this appetite of yes to everything. Whatever comes along, they are ready to give in. They are ready to say yes and start their life in that. It's not meant to be so. When you know the direction you want to take, what you are meant to achieve, no matter how beautiful the guy is an opportunity, you will have the willpower to say no because you know this good opportunity is not taking you in the direction you want your life to go. It's not helping you achieve the goals you have written down with a deadline. You know, if you are saying yes to this opportunity, it's going to affect the time or the deadline you've given to yourself to achieve certain goals. So it's important.
Exactly.
Right on. I think I'll take a pause here so you continue.
I should continue.
Yeah. Okay. I want you to talk
Okay.
about like, can you hear me?
I'm hearing you. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Just show a highlight on the importance and the advantage in pursuing through one's goal.
The what? Sorry, I can't hear you.
the importance and advantage attached to one pursuing his goals.
Okay, yes. So if it is important, if you think it is important to, if you think that you achieving your goal is important, then it is very important. Now, the first importance of pursuing your goal is that it helps you to plan and record and reflect on your activity. Like, okay, now I want to let you understand something that when you're pursuing your goals, you should not just live on activities alone. You should live on results. Don't just
Yeah,
work for
result.
activities. Work for results. Okay. So in the importance of pursuing your goal, it helps you to yeah, to plan a record and really, understand your results and not your activities. Because if you
That's
have
true.
written down and set down your plans on how to achieve a goal, once you do it consistently, it's a consistency. You understand? So once you do it consistently, it helps you to create this attitude and this behavior, this habit. When you form this habit, it can really help you to live among some other persons, even in the business world. If you can know how to calm down and plan your goal and achieve it. Even in the business world, you can be successful. Can be successful, and it also gets tough tasks done easily. Tough
Yeah.
tasks, it helps it done easily, because if
Yes.
you're really focused on achieving this goal, the things that are tough to some persons, to you it's nothing, because you've done the most toughest thing, done the most toughest thing, the toughest thing ever. You're always doing them every day, so it's really very normal for you. The not important, it kills procrastination and laziness. It kills procrastination and laziness. It also reduces distractions. That's the importance of achieving your goal. It's really distraction.
Yes.
And the reason we advise you to look more on this achievement of goal is that once you've learned how to live in this system, you can live in any system in the world. Once you're able to discipline your mind and your body and everything around
Yes.
you and the activities around you to focus on one thing. If you are working in any company, you can as well discipline the same thing to focus on one thing. Exactly. So it helps reduce or minimize or even destroy totally procrastination and laziness. Yeah. And also, as you are achieving your goals, you also meet different persons. It's very important, because when you achieve goals of this and that, because if you don't really move to step one, you can't really move to step two. So you have to start to understand that yes, you can do it. You can't really know that you can do it if you don't start. No
Yes.
matter
Yes.
who you want,
That's true.
yeah, no matter who you want to be in life, you won't really know what you can do, what you are meant to do in life, the strength you have, the power. If you don't start something, and it's a goal. If that goals, just start something. You will know. So as you achieve your goals, you meet person, you connect with different person, you build healthy relationship, and you influence your world. You actually be seeing your goal come to reality as they go by. So there are so many importance, but these are the ones that are very important for you to understand. That goals that are being achieved are very amazing, because it opens you up to greater opportunities, to many
Hmm.
opportunities. Exactly.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Thanks for sharing on this vital area. And thanks for sharing on this vital area. You know, the problem I notice, one thing I discovered is a whole lot of people find it difficult distinguishing between those that are relevant to them and what they focus their time on. And that's why I actually wanted you to share on that. That to, so as to throw more highlights on this. So I'm going to also throw light on how to easily distinguish between which task or goal are more relevant and which one is less relevant. So that when you know this, when you are audience, you watching this, you need to take off this blueprint. Knowing this will help you to, know how to prioritize your goals and the things you should focus your energy and time on. So number one is knowing the one that is urgent and important. Urgent and important. Take note of that. Such a task comes first, and you should complete it immediately. When you have a task that is urgent and important, you should put it first and pursue through actualizing it or completing it immediately. Then, number two is having a goal that is important but not urgent. This second group of tasks include relevant duties and can wait for the first group to be finished. The first group I'm talking about is the number one. Because this group, yes, they are important to you, but it is obvious that they are not urgent. This also help you in terms of buying when you want to, when you go into the market to purchase some items, to know what to buy first and what you can keep waiting, pending. You buy things based on how urgent they are to you and how important they are to you as at the time, as at the moment. Then number three is when you have a target or a goal that is urgent but is not important. Yes, it is very clear that this goal is urgent, but you know fully well that this is not important. So this kind of task, you are meant to solve it in the third phase. Don't just rush it because you know, even though it is urgent, it is not important at the moment. So the number four thing you need to take note of is having a goal that is not important and not urgent. You know this goal is not important to you. You know it is not urgent to you. Most times, like sleeping, sleeping is most time the time you schedule for your sleep, you're meant to be doing something else. You know it's not important at that point in time, and it's not urgent also for you to sleep at that time. So you need to pursue through your goal first before doing that. Or hanging out with friends. Most times people invite you to parties or places that are not key at the moment. All you need to do is you know they are not urgent and not important, so you keep it aside. So the network actually interrupted at the end, and this brings us to the end of this segment. I really want to appreciate each and every one of you who have been with us to this point, and I also want to say thank you to Favour, who joined me on the course of this event. That's my guest. She's actually an amazing lady, and I believe we've learned so much from her. And this is actually the key things we need to put out there in order to achieve more goals in less time. The thing is not about just achieving a goal, it's about the time by which you achieve those goals. Yes, you're going to achieve your goals quite all right, but the question is, when do you intend to achieve this goal? How effective do you, or how badly do you need this goal? You need to be hungry. Become hungry for achieving these goals as soon as possible. The reason is because most times says, I'll wait till the right time. And the right time often becomes till eternity. So, in order not to allow your goal wait till eternity, you need to take action toward implementing them already and making sure you follow through time, because time waits for no one. It's one thing to achieve your goal, it's another thing to watch through the time by which you achieve those goals. Yeah. So, once again, I want to say thank you for joining me on this event. and we talked about how to achieve more goals in less time. I believe this impacted your life so much. I believe this inspired you so much. And I want you to take a bold step toward putting your goals and dreams together. Take a bold step toward making everything you want to do organized. Take a bold step toward making sure you achieve all your goals as at the time you write down. Don't fail to write down whatever goal you want to achieve. Write it down, give it deadline. Write it down, give it deadline. This is how you're going to, check yourself. You'll be able to check the level at which you are thriving and you are succeeding in your with your life, your business, and everything around you. So prioritize your goals today, prioritize your business today, put it first and pursue through making everything work together for your good. I want to see you succeed. So see you at the top. Thanks for joining me. Bye bye. See you in the next live broadcast.